Serena Deeb head bouncing.
Toni Storm, she's gone a bit Norma Desmond. Sunset.
Legend! Pile driver. She's not done.
Oh!
That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match is...
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to After News Delight. So, the women's title was on the line tonight. Serena Deeb against Toni Storm. And I'll tell you what, Serena Deeb, out of Toni Storm's challenger so far since he's had the title, has probably been the one that Deanna was giving her a little run for her money, but I feel like Serena Deeb really looked like a threat to Toni Storm. But I just always had this feeling in the back of my mind that Serena Deeb was not going to go over and win. The good thing for Deeb is that she's so damn good in the ring, though. So I knew the match itself was going to be good, so that wasn't even really a problem. Let's go over how the match went. I'm going to try to go through the whole thing here. So bear with me here. Now, y'all already know Luther and Mariah May were ringside, so you knew they were going to probably play a part at some point in the match, and they did. But let's go over this. So, Storm backed Deeb against the ropes and then smelled her neck, which was funny. And then Deeb responded by slapping Storm. Deeb put Storm in the awful Paradise Lock and then smiled while looking at the crowd. Deeb dropkicked Storm's ass to free her from the idiotic Paradise Lock. Storm came back by knocking Deeb off the apron with a hip attack. A short time later, Storm performed a backstabber and a fisherman buster suplex for a near fall. Deeb came right back with an armbar attempt. Storm powered up and slammed her to the mat to break the hold. Storm put Deeb in a cloverleaf, which Deeb broke by reaching for the ropes, and then Deeb had a flurry of offense, which led to a Toni chant from the crowd. Toni, Toni. Deeb looked to the crowd and then performed a hammerlock and a lariat combo to get a near fall on Storm. Storm came back with a sky high for a 2 count. Storm set up for a hip attack, but she really slowly sold her knee and was taken out by Deeb, who put her in a half crab, and then Deeb released the hold and drilled Storm with a knee to the face, and then slammed her knee to the mat a few times before reapplying the hold. May wanted to throw in the towel. So I don't know if y'all remember this, but Toni Storm actually threw in a towel earlier this month on Dynamite during one of her matches. So this kind of fell suit into that whole thing. And it was just because Toni Storm was really in a dangerous spot here. So Mariah May was getting really concerned, right? So I do wonder if Toni Storm brings that up on Dynamite by her throwing in the towel. I do want to know if that's how it's going to go. But so Luther actually stopped there, and thank God Luther did, because that was something that Storm did not need. That was going to cost her the title. Storm reached the ropes and then ducked out to ringside. Deeb followed and was knocked down by Storm, who grabbed the towel and threw it into the crowd. Back in the ring, Deeb caught Storm with in an inside cradle for a 2 count. Storm put Deeb down with a wicked suplex and then went for a hip attack, but she then followed. Then she didn't stop. My bad, y'all. She stopped when Deeb flipped her off, and then Storm hit Storm 0 moments later, and then yet only got a near fall though. Deeb rolled onto the apron. Storm followed and set up Storm for a Storm 0, but she clutched her knees. Deeb worked over on Storm's knee, and they gave her a detox on the apron, and then in the ring before getting a near fall. Deeb went up top and was cut off by Storm, who performed a power driver from the middle rope, and then Storm hit the Storm 0 to score the pinfall, and that was all she wrote for Serena Deeb's chances to get the AEW Women's Championship. In about 15 minutes here they went. Timeless Toni Storm retains the AEW Women's Championship. So after the match, Storm left the ring and laid down on the entrance ramp while the confetti fell. May lied down on Toni and hugged her. So it was interesting. The crowd is still behind Toni Storm, bro. And that's the interesting thing about this. Even though Deeb is the babyface here, you know, the challenger, they still wanted Storm to retain. Storm is very similar to Rhea Ripley, bro. It is going to be so hard to sell her to anybody of any of her opponents to get a win. You're going to have to find somebody equally loved by the crowd as her. You know what I mean? I don't even think, the way Deeb is, I'm not sure. Maybe Toni Storm is still like a tweener to me. Deeb might have actually been a heel in this whole damn thing. I don't even know. I really couldn't tell the character. It was so middle down the line with these two. But, I couldn't tell. But I'm glad they gave Deeb a little, a really good championship opportunity here. I think it was the wrong time because I would have actually put the title on her, but not when Toni Storm has it right now. But yeah, that's the only sad thing about it, is that this does do it for Serena Deeb. And how many opportunities is Serena Deeb going to have to get this title, bro? You know what I mean? She's almost 40 years old. I don't know how many more chances you're going to have for her. But we'll see, man. Because it still kind of feels like she's enhancement talent, man. That's the only bad thing about this shit, But what is also next for Toni Storm? Who is the next challenger for Toni Storm? I think Toni Storm definitely gets all the way to All Out with the title, and we'll see if she keeps it from there, man. But she's definitely been probably their #1 champion of all time on the women's side. Definitely. I think without question that she's #1. She's #1 right now, man. But let's talk about Willow and Mercedes Moné, because they had a really good fucking match later on in the night, man. Let's talk about that one, man. Give me your thoughts here on Toni Storm. Who y'all think she's going to face next? Definitely want to know about that. I keep saying, though, I think Mariah May might be the one to beat her. Y'all let me know. I threw that name out there for y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all let me know, man. But go ahead and get this video. Like, share, subscribe, man. Let's get over to that next match next. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News Delight.